All right, this is your review for your test tomorrow. I may take some of these questions and put it on your test, so please make sure that you are working out each of the problems and that you understand how to do this, okay? Because I may take some of these problems and put it on there, or some that are similar to it. All right, so here, this first one says to translate. To translate means to slide. So it says if, and it gives you a pre-image because these points do not have any tick marks. So I'm going to graph these ordered pairs. Q is at 4 and 1. So I start at the origin, go over to 4, and up to number 1. R is 1 and -2. I start at the origin, go to the right one time, and -2 is down 1, 2. This is R. So I need to write Q here, and I need to write R here. S is 2, 3. So I need to start at the origin, go to the right 2, and up 1, 2, 3. This is S. Now I'm going to connect my points, and I have a triangle. This is my pre-image without the tick marks. I know that this is the pre-image before the move because there are no tick marks on any of these letters. The rule says translate. It says translate -3. X is left, right. Since it says -3, that's to the left 3 times. Y is up, down. Since it says -4, that's down 4. So we are going to take each of these letters and move to the left 3 times and down 4 times. So I'm going to take S and move it to the left 1, 2, 3, and down 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is my new location for S. This is S prime. The ordered pair for S is -1, -1, because it's left 1, down 1. So this is S, -1 and -1. Q, I'm going to do the same thing for Q. I'm going to go to the left, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. Let me move R out the way. Okay. This is my new location for R. Sorry, for Q. Sorry, y'all. So Q, I go over to the right 1 and down 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, -3. Q prime. R, which is right here, I'm going to go to the left 1, 2, 3, and down 1, 2, 3, 4. This is R. R prime. The new location for R is to the left 2 times. That's -2. And down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's -2 and -6. Okay. Reflect. We're reflecting over the x-axis, right? So the first thing we have to do is we have to write down these points. It's got 1 tick mark beside it, but that is an indicator that it has moved once before. The next move that they want you to move is over, reflecting it over the x-axis. And you can tell that's the next move because these letters have 2 tick marks beside it. All right? So I'm going to graph Q, which is 1 and -3. So go over to the right one and down 1, 2, 3. This is Q prime. R, let me move this over. R is going to be -2, 1, 2 to the left, and down 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is R prime. And S prime is -1 and -1. So left 1, down 1. This is S prime. Q was fine here. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it over the X axis. So X axis is this right here. When you flip it over the X, that means everything that's under the X axis is going to be above it. Like just taking the picture and flipping it over. So let's do Q. Since Q is 1, 2, 3 below, when you flip it, it's going to be 3 above. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is my new location for Q. That's Q prime prime. That's at 1 and 3. R is down here. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from the line of reflection. So when I flip it, it's going to be 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is R prime prime. 2 tick marks. R is at 1, 2, -2, and up 6. Okay. S is 1 under the line, so it's going to be 1 above the line. This is my new location for S. This is to the left 1 and up 1, so that's -1 and +1. And it's 2 tick marks on S. So again, where it started, this is going to be the pre-image. Even though it moved once before, this is the second time that it moved. This is called my image. If you want to take a picture of that, you can. Okay, so when we rotate, this is saying rotate 180 degrees. When you rotate 180 degrees, that's changing the sign for both X and Y. So the rule is -X, -Y. All that means is that you're changing sign of both X and Y. This is the easier rule. This is the easier rule. So the first thing they want you to do is graph the points first, and then to figure out where the new location of the points are going to be. When you rotate it, you just do this. Change the sign of both X and Y. And if you forget, okay, so we graph him first. This is -1 and -4. So start at the origin, go to the left 1 and down 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is C. A is 2 and 3. So you're going to go to the right 1, 2, and up 1, 2, 3. This is A. And then R is -3 and -2. So that's to the left 1, 2, 3. And -2 is down 1, 2. This is R. So this is going to be your pre-image before the move, before the rotation. Okay. Now you can do the rotation in a different color on your paper. So here I'm going to take these ordered pairs right here, and I'm just going to change the sign. So here, since this is +2 and +3, my new location for that is going to be -2 and -3. Okay. -2, 1, 2, -3 is down, 1, 2, and 3. This is A prime. R, oh, I skipped C. God knows, I don't know how I did that. -1 and -4, switch the signs on both. That's going to be +1 and +4. Sorry about that. That's over to the right 1 and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is C prime. And your last is R. This is -3 and -2. So you're going to change the sign of both. So that's going to be +3 and +2. So that's over to the right, 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be up, 1, 2. And this is going to be R prime. I keep writing B. I don't know why. This is R prime. And the picture just went upside down, basically. Any questions about that? Okay. Now we're going to do dilation. The letter that represents scale factor is K. Do not forget that dilation is when an object gets either bigger or it gets smaller. If K is greater than 1, then the object is going to get bigger. Okay? If K is less than 1, the object is going to get smaller. Questions about that? And K can never be 1 because that's not getting bigger or smaller. If you multiply 1 times any number, the answer is going to stay the same. All right, so this is how you write the scale factor. You first have to identify which one's the pre-image, which one's the image. Your pre-image is always the letters that do not have the tick marks. So this outer side is your pre-image. Your image has the tick marks. Okay? So it went from here to here. So that means it got smaller. This is a reduction. Or you can say smaller. Okay? Now, how much smaller did it get? All you're doing is just picking one of these letters to use. I'm going to choose B. Okay? I'm going to choose B. I'm going to write my ordered pair for B prime. I'm going to write my ordered pair for the pre-image and the image. So first thing I did was just choose a point. Doesn't matter what point. I'm going to write the pre-image of that point and the image of that point. The pre-image without the tick marks, that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 0, 6. The image is 0, 1, 2. The formula for pre-image, the formula for scale factor, this is the formula, is K is equal to image divided by pre-image. Please make sure you take a picture of this and the video will be on the page, okay? All right. Do not choose whichever, you can choose X or Y. This is X. You can choose the X's to put numbers here, or you can choose the Y to fill in numbers here. But you can't use 0. So we can't use the X's for this example because 0 is not going to tell us how much bigger or smaller. So we have to use the Y's. We have to use 6 and 2. Since it says image, we're going to put the 2 on top. pre-image, I'm going to put the 6 on the bottom. So this gives us 2/6. When we reduce that, we divide both the top and the bottom by 2. This gives us 1/3. So our answer is 1/3. Please take a picture of that. The last is asking you to do dilation. If you're a dilation, if it's telling you to dilate, it's always going to give you a scale factor. Since the scale factor is 1/2, K is equal to 1/2. And all that means that you're doing is taking your 1/2 and multiplying it by all of the numbers to get your image. So you're going to take 1/2 and multiply it times each of these numbers to get your image. So 1/2 of 3 is 1.5. So half of 3 is 1.5. Half of 8 is 4. Any questions about how I went from here to here by multiplying a half? Half of 10 is 5. Half of 6 is 3. Half of 8 is 4. Half of 2 is 1. And this is your image. And these are commas here. Your scale factor here is 4. K is equal to 4. So you're going to multiply 4 times all of these numbers. 4 times -1 is -4. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. -1 times 4 is -4. -1 times 4 is -4. -1 times 4 is -4. And this is your answer.